Questions for Passage 1, excerpt from Anne of Green Gables. Number 1. Based on the information in the passage, what is the purpose of Mrs. Rachel's visit? A. She was offended and wanted to express her anger. B. She missed Matthew and wanted to visit him. C. She disliked Anne and wanted to discourage Marilla from keeping her. D. She heard about Anne and wanted to satisfy her curiosity. Question 2. Based on the information in the passage, what is one conclusion that can be drawn about Anne? A. She was loved in the past. B. She was disobedient in the past. C. She was neglected in the past. D. She was alone in the past. Question 3. Which textual evidence most strongly supports the claim that Marilla is determined to keep Anne? A. Quote, "It was too bad there was such a mistake," end quote, said Mrs. Rachel sympathetically. Quote, "Couldn't you have sent her back?" End quote. That's from paragraph 4. Option B, quote, "When I make up my mind to do a thing, it stays made up. I suppose you'd like to see Anne. I'll call her in." End quote. That's paragraph 8. Option C, quote, "It's a great responsibility you've taken on yourself," end quote, said that lady gloomily. Quote, "Especially when you've never had any experience with children," end quote. Paragraph 7. Option D, quote, "She's terribly skinny and homely, Marilla. Come here, child. Let me have a look at you," end quote. Paragraph 10. Question 4. What aspect of Anne's character is revealed throughout the passage? A. She cares little about others. B. She is not afraid to speak her mind. C. She enjoys being unkind to others. D. She is not happy in her new home. Question 5. What aspect of Mrs. Rachel's character is revealed by her statement, quote, "Well, they didn't pick you for your looks, that's for sure and certain," end quote. A. She is dishonest. B. She is bitter. C. She is disappointed. D. She is judgmental. Question 6. How do paragraphs 18 through 23 help to develop the plot of the passage? A. Anne's actions result in Marilla agreeing with Mrs. Rachel. B. Anne's actions result in Mrs. Rachel getting up with an air of offended dignity. C. Anne's actions cause Mrs. Rachel to lose her temper. D. Anne's actions cause Marilla to defend Anne to Mrs. Rachel.